Morning Arsenal, how much does that go in their favour?
I think I doubt they'll sleep tonight, to be honest, because it's like what Owen said, it's those moments that you live for as a player, as a manager and as a fan, and I'm still buzzing off it. I can't believe it actually happened. It's brilliant for the Premier League and brilliant for us to watch, wasn't it?
And when it's left so late, it's the game that everyone's talking about, isn't it? I mean, you know, it happened not long ago at Aston Villa, but to do it at home in front of your own fans makes such a difference.
Yeah, I think there's a genuine belief around Arsenal. Fans, players, coaches. Mikel's done an amazing job of changing the culture there, getting rid of a lot of players that didn't fit in personality-wise. Hopefully they'll celebrate tonight, you know, probably out in London having a few drinks, celebrating, because you need to enjoy the good moments. That's important. They've had a lot of bad ones, Arsenal. Everyone's very critical of them now. They're having a lot of good moments. They can celebrate tonight, but they've still got some work to do. They put themselves in a position to go win it. They just got to finish the job.
And look, obviously a big result for Manchester City as well. They're still very much in it, and we've got to remind everyone that that game on a Wednesday night, 26th of April, will be a fascinating one as well.
On scoring the winner in such an important race to do with the title race, how good does this feel?
No, it feels amazing, you know. When the ball came out, I was just so excited and my eyes lit up, so just happy with the goal and happy with the 3 points.
And the look on your face when that went in, and the rest of the Arsenal players as well.
It's been a rough couple of months for me, you know. Of course, just come back from injury, so everyone's known how hard I've worked in the background, you know. So of course, when that goal went in, everyone went crazy, and it was a great moment for me.
And to have all the players around you, you speak about the tough times you've come through after following that thigh injury, but then scoring a goal like that for a club that you've played for since you were a youngster.
Yeah, I've been there all my life, you know, and of course, Arsenal means a lot to me. But of course, at the end of the day, we want to win games, and of course, it's a team sport, and that's what we look towards, you know, so I just have to be a part of it.
Could you have struck it any better?
No, I think it was sweet enough, so I was delighted for it to go in, but it was a great strike.
And when you came on as a substitute, what did Mikel Arteta say to you before you came onto the pitch?
We just said this to keep wide, you know, use my strengths, go 1v1 against the fullback, and that's what I tried to do, and happy with the assist and the goal, so happy days for us. And
how relieved are you to get the goal that could prove to be really important in this title race?
Yeah, like I said, I'm delighted with the goal, and yeah, hopefully it's the first of many.
Well done, massive congratulations, thank you.
Thank you very much.
How would you begin to describe your emotions after a game like that?
Incredibly happy. It was just mad. Those feelings of happiness, joy, and a result that we fully deserve to get, but it was in a really special way, and it took till the last second to earn it.
What have you just said to the players?
That I'm really proud of them. The game started from the first minute already, being down. Then we really tried. We conceded from a set place, and I always had the feeling that we came back in the game because I saw the players, the way they wanted the ball, the risk that they were taking, the initiative that they were taking there, and the belief was there. You could sense it in the stadium, and they was really trying, never give up.
Where does this rank in games you've managed at Arsenal?
Now the best, because still the emotion is there, and it's nothing like sharing those great moments with your crowd, with your people, with your staff and players, and that's what makes everything worth.
And a rocket from Reece Nelson. How delighted are you for him?
So happy for him, because he had last few months with injuries. The last 2 games wasn't in the squad, and that's what you need from players, to come in and keep working and have that willingness to impact in the game, and he did it with an assist and a goal. So really happy for him.
And how important could this game be with the right title race in hand?
It's just another game, another 3 points. To win 3 in a week in this league is extremely difficult. We've done it, and you have to win games in different ways, and hopefully that will give us even more belief.
And just a word on Leandro Trossard. What's the latest with him?
Yeah, he felt something in his groin when he was striking back in the first half, and he had to come up, so it looks like something muscular.
And the smile you had when you walked in says it all. Top of the league. Can you stay there, Mikel?
We want to stay there, but obviously it's going to take a lot of effort. Still a lot of games to be played, and you know, the Premier League, every game, unfortunately, is like that.
To fire Arsenal to 3 points, and Arteta's reaction says all you need to know. The full-time whistle goes. A marvellous afternoon at the Emirates for Arsenal. An incredible comeback. Not their first comeback of the season, but this one might be the most special. 2-0 down in the second half.
Come this weekend. We've only just dipped our toe in it. It all began earlier on with Newcastle playing well and not scoring familiar story, City 2-0 winners, so they asked Arsenal the question. It didn't look as though Arsenal had the complete answer, but then we've just seen what Reiss Nelson has done in the 97th minute to win it 3-2 against Bournemouth. Villa have back-to-back wins. They've beaten 10-men Crystal Palace. West Ham United have now won just twice in 13 games. They've been beaten 4-0 by their bogey team, Brighton. Chelsea have finally won again under Graham Potter by a single goal to 0 at home to Leeds United. Spurs have lost their last 4 away in all competitions now. Traore got the winner for Wolves at Molineux. The bottom clubs, Southampton, are in action next. We're going to bring you their game at home to Leicester. 2 huge games on Sunday, culminating of course with Manchester United's trip to Anfield to face Liverpool. And the Monday night football is Fulham going to Brentford. Well, Bournemouth thought they were going to be level on points with Leeds, just on goal difference there right at the end. But they are 21 points as we began. Southampton have the opportunity to go level on 21 if they can beat Leicester. Everton in action tomorrow. Leeds stay out of the bottom 3 by 1 point. West Ham 2 points above the drop zone. Then come Leicester, Forest. Wolves are the big climbers. They're up to 13th, 27 points, 6 clear of the drop zone. And at the top, both the top 2 have won in very different circumstances. So they both have 12 left to play, and the gap is 5 points with Arsenal still to go to the Etihad. Of course, earlier on, Newcastle missing the opportunity to close the gap on Spurs, who have since been beaten. So it's over to Liverpool tomorrow, who welcome 3rd place Manchester United. I think we need to take a big, deep breath, but there's more to come from Alan, Lucas and Shay. If the Premier League throws up these scenarios. I mean, it's impossible to say before this game, well, Reiss Nelson's back from injury. He's played 64 minutes all season. He's only ever scored 3 times in the Premier League. That he's going to swing his foot like he did in the 97th minute and score this goal of this significance.
Well, I very much doubt he'll ever score a more important goal. If Arsenal go on to win the title, this will be looked upon as one of the games that they did it. Because it's moments like that, pieces of magic like that, that you've got to cling to, you've got to hold to, and you've just got to find something special. And for it to be only his 4th career goal, only played 64 minutes this season. I mean, you couldn't write that script. No one's given him a mention all season. For him then to come in and play a part as he has done now, you can see the reaction what him, his teammates, and of course all the fans towards him. Just incredible.
And the belief and the togetherness we saw at the end, what could this do for Arsenal in their last 12 games now, do you think, Lucas?
Yeah, I think that will lift them up big time. I think the confidence now, I think they do believe as well that they can go all the way. But, you know, the whole game, I mean, we said in the start, you saw how Bournemouth are packed, you know, at the back. You know, and even now, towards the end of the goal, they were just defending for life. You know, in a set piece, you know, such a clinical finish. You know, we couldn't have hit it better than that. It was absolutely amazing. And I think this will be a moment of the season, to be honest, for Arsenal, and surely.
Yeah. When people say you need a squad to win the league, I mean, like Alan says, this guy, because of injury, because of form, has not even had a mention. 64 minutes in total in the league.
It's a bit of a fairy tale, really, when you think about it. He's been there since he was a kid. You imagine his parents were bringing him to training as a young kid through the system, through the academy. As you say, 64 minutes this season. And you can see the togetherness within the squad after he scored that goal. They were happy for him because me and Al, Lucas probably been there. We've all been injured in our careers. We've all had them lonely afternoons in the gym, doing all these tireless exercises and rehabilitation and trying to get back to a level. And that's just the icing on the cake. When you do come back from injury and score a winning goal like that, the importance of that goal, Steve, is massive. And the lift that gives both the player and the football club gives them huge belief.
And I mentioned they've now got more points from losing positions than any other team in the league.
Well, that tells you they've got.
They don't know when they're beaten this side.
That tells you they've got great character. That tells you they're going to keep on going, and that also tells you they ain't going anywhere without a fight. So that I think is such a huge result for them going forward. Obviously, you look at the points difference, and it is what it is. But in terms of the mental side of things and the confidence and the belief that it not only gives the people within the football club, but it gives the fans. I mean, you can see the reaction in the Emirates there of the fans. You would think they'd actually won the league today. But what also that does is, as a player, I don't know if lift you as a